Truth is,
David McKenzie on X at @mckenzielaw. Antitrust law, particularly Section 2 of the Sherman Act, prohibits monopolization or attempts to monopolize. A key element of monopolization is exclusionary conduct actions that prevent competitors from entering or competing effectively in a market. Tiered system as a barrier is nothing new, but this one is audacious. Project Rudy's proposed tiered system, especially because it seemingly includes permanent members in the top tier, is clearly an artificial barrier to entry. This structure potentially locks out certain schools from the highest level of competition and revenue, regardless of their on-field performance or potential. Resource allocation has a vast disparity in revenue distribution. For example, 130 to 250 million for Tier 1 versus 30 to 60 million for Tier 3, could create a self-perpetuating cycle where top-tier schools have significantly more resources to maintain their status, making it nearly impossible for lower-tier schools to compete. Access to key opportunities can be affected if the system limits access to major bowl games, playoffs, or lucrative TV deals to primarily top-tier schools. It could be seen as denying essential facilities or opportunities necessary to compete at the highest level. Network effects with concentration of top programs in a more exclusive structure could create network effects, where the value of being in the top tier increases as more top schools join, further disadvantaging those outside. Based on intent and effect, while not necessarily illegal on its face, if the intent or effect of this structure is to exclude competition rather than to improve the product, it could be problematic under antitrust law. Market power abuse could happen if the SEC and Big Ten are found to have market power in college football, using that power to create or maintain barriers. The legal concern here is not that tiers or exclusive structures are inherently illegal, but rather that this particular implementation could potentially violate antitrust law if it's found to unreasonably restrict competition. The key legal questions would likely center around: does this structure have legitimate pro-competitive benefits that outweigh its anti-competitive effects? Does it unfairly maintain the market power of certain schools or conferences? Does it substantially foreclose opportunities for schools outside the top tier to compete? This is organizational and structural greed and collusion.
Trust the facts of RTG Business.
knock again.